Yo. What's good? How are we? I hope everyone is well. It's Tuesday, day 2 of this particular run. And it's happening. We're into it, we're on it. We're all about it. Or something. Big up yourself. We got Jim or Gim. Shout outs to you. Welcome. Happy Tuesday. Let's get going with it. Come on, ABS. I believe in you. You can do it. There we go. Alright. So we made a good start yesterday, anyway. Oh, Martin, that was safe. Big up yourself. So we've got the pan. Yeah, we did find 2 pieces of copper, but alas, just 2. That's going right now, but like, I suppose you do get 2 torches per stick, which is quite nice. Maybe we'll make some more torches while it's going. But we basically just need to run around and find copper. We've done a fair bit of exploring, which is good. But we can also do a fair bit more. I think all of these are empty vessels. They are. So yes, we're quite well organised as well at the moment. We've got the pan as well. So if we find any of that gravel, that's good. It has been a while. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, thanks. I'm very good. I actually just had a massive celebration at the weekend. It was like mine and my partner's like 10-year anniversary. And we're not married, but just like 10 years since we've been together. So we basically had like a enormous like weddings type scale party. We didn't get married. We may do that one day, but neither of us have an interest in doing that at the moment. But we just thought we were going to have a big party, so we did, and it was amazing. So I'm just on a bit of a high from that, and lots of planning went into that over the last few months. So yeah, the weekend was wicked, and we're going away together for a few days, like basically like a not honeymoon. It's like a not wedding, and we're having a not honeymoon. You've been watching recent streams on playback. Nice. So yeah, that's why there was a break from streams at the weekend. Yeah, let's go and look at this big mountain over this way then. See if we spot some copper over here. So yeah, anyway, it was a good weekend full of seeing lots of family and lots of fun with friends and messing around. Just general good times. And now back to the hardcore TFC grind. And this looks to me like it might be of interest. We don't have any knives currently, so let's get some. I think this is food, no? Oh no, they're bushes. Okay, cool. Well, we'll take the bushes. Not seeing exposed doors up here though. Your first wedding anniversary is at the end of the month. Oh, nice. Oh, well, congratulations for getting married last year as well. That's awesome. Are those hot springs there? The classic TFC music still being in it is just amazing. They are as well. Interesting. Is this a fruit tree of some description? Looks like it, doesn't it? Anyway, I guess the problem is I'm hungry. Actually, that is a real problem. because we need to eat. We got grain back at the base, which will fill us up, but it will give us 0 nutrition. And I'd probably rather have some nutrition. Look, there's one of those big trees. Yes, I knew it. Okay, if we can actually grow these, then we've really lucked out. This is a good place to be, because these trees make charcoal gathering and charcoal production in general just so much easier. This is more bushes. We need actual food. We need something we can eat right now. Ah. Okay. In Vintage Story, some of these... Well, I can't even eat that one. Maybe it needs cooking, though. Should we take it home and cook it? We can fill up our water here. We gotta find some food, surely. There's more grains there. Just not cutting the mustard. I'm probably a little bit lost at the moment as well. It's like it was somewhere over there, wasn't it? Oh yes, the fish. Of course. We went fishing, wasn't we? That's not a bad idea. I think our base is somewhere back in that direction, and we should probably head there now. Ooh! Oh, it's like a little bit too urgent. But I want these. Oh, it's bad timing. We need something to eat. That's food right there. Look at this. Come on, carrots. Never before have I been so happy to see carrots. Oh, look, there's loads of them. Yes. Timing, and there's more bushes down there. Am I full? Okay. So I'll just do one of those like that. The other one can be... quite a lot of different types of bushes. Right, let's munch these carrots, and we found the copper that we needed already. Let's just go and check it out. So 2 pieces there. Just wondering if we might see any exposed ore in here. But alas, they were sort of up here, weren't they? So we probably want to try and get up so we can look down upon this whole ridge and assess how much copper there actually is here. Right, thank you. So there's none up at the top here. Doesn't look like there's any down that side. Or up here. Or back here. Or over here. Wow. It's quite a striking view. I still think that our base is like over there. Over that way. I hope my sense of direction is correct, because being lost would be a shame. That would be a damn shame. I think it was like kind of over here, right? Can see more pieces down there. Okay, but I can't see any more pieces up here. Yeah, there's pieces over there. And all the way along here like that, okay. It's like that guy. Yeah, this is good news. This guy. This guy, any hiding over here? Yes. That guy. Any hiding up here? No. The real hardcore is playing without a map. Trust me. Like in TFC, it's like wild to play without a map and without coordinates, bruv. Obviously. But 7 plus 2 is 9. Plus 1 cassiterite is a pickaxe. Or a saw, I guess, if we wanted to get wood first. I think we probably want the pick first. Just a nice bronze pickaxe. God, I would love to have more than that though. And there's no exposed pieces. So it's really unlikely that we would just dig and find it. Like, oh man, we were so lucky before in that other world, I swear. There's another bit though. I don't think we're going to eke out another 9 nuggets though. There's a lot of water over that way though. We could see if we can see any copper nuggets in the... Oh, what's it called? Like the copper gravel. See if there's a copper deposit in the gravel in the lake over here. I'm suspicious of all that blue now. Just flowers, it's not malachite. Can't play mapless. Yeah, it's pretty ludicrous. That's what we're looking for. For little coppery dots on the gravel. I could get quite disoriented here. Actually, like, I think I ran down from over there, so I think we live over there. But going in the water is probably a really easy way to get quite confused. Let's see. Anything looking too coppery. Let's just try and get home because we have been running around like a bit crazy. It would be good to just reassure ourselves that we're not completely lost. That's the cliff face we just came off of, is it not? I hope so. Oh, hello. More malachite on the floor around here. That's huge. It's not just going to be one piece. I take it. It looks like there's some light over there. I'm pretty sure that is our home. I feel like I'm getting quite far away from where I actually saw it now. You don't just find one piece of copper on the floor. One does not simply just find one piece of copper. We were talking about this yesterday. Didn't this come up on yesterday's stream? Is this just the most unlucky seed for copper? One does not simply just find one piece. Maybe I'm just looking in the wrong place. There we go, there's another. Okay, we'll leave this torch here and this torch here to hopefully kind of remind. Well, let's put the torch on top of this. Hopefully that will kind of remind us that we found the nuggets around here. You know, so that when we come back with a pickaxe, we can maybe go have a little dig here. We need to get up to 16. We need 5 more pieces to get a second tool. That's not out of the question. I mean, it is if there's none here. Obviously. Do torches stay lit? No, they do not. So we're just relying on literally finding the torch on top of the stone and remembering and going, oh, it's there, it's here, this is the place. Yeah, there's no... It's not like going to actually act as a beacon after a few days. Just the difference between two tools initially and one is quite big, because getting the saw is very good. Back to those original mules. Taming those would be a laugh, wouldn't it? Kind of lost my spot now, but I think we're going to get to the river here, and then from the river we know our way home. We can see the light. But we also know there's no copper along here, so it doesn't excite me to walk this way so much. Go slightly inland. Just kind of curve our route a little bit. The slow walking through the grass is always a real pain, isn't it? See any more bits? Was it just 2 bits? 2 big pieces of potato. Okay. Well, we got enough to make a pickaxe. But I wonder if pickaxe is the right thing to make, or if... We don't have anything to mine with the pickaxe right now. So maybe the saw is the better first tool. It gives us quite a lot of advantages, like being able to make wooden planks and things. And anything else that's made of wood, really. About to die of thirst. Nice little drink. We have a few more seeds to go plant. Should maybe go and just do that straight away while the day is young. And then I think today we might go and explore over the other side. So I believe these were potato seeds. These 2. And I believe these were the carrots. I was correct about that. Correct about that too. Okay, cool. They're not in their own little patches anymore, but those guys got to give them some ash. So those are like happy potatoes. Those ones are less happy potatoes. Let's swim over to the other side and just go and explore over there a bit. We want to get rid of some of the stuff in our inventory first, though. We should make this path. If we wanted to do a little bit of building, just to take our mind off the hunting for things, the path up here would be nice. Anyway, right. Head off, no worries. Catch you later. Peace out. Strawberries, snowberries, gooseberry and cloudberries. I don't even know what any of these are. They didn't even show me what they are. I have to pick one up to look at it. That didn't help. 5, 4, 3. 6, 4, 3. So these are cloudberries. I believe these are snowberries. Here they are. So gooseberries are something new. We've got 4 of those. And go up there. Okay. I think that's fine. Let's just get on the road. Wow, look how pretty it is over here. But do we just see a load of exposed copper? Before I cook like a whole pit kiln, I would just like to have a few more nuggets, you know? If we can blag it. God, it is picturesque in here though. Look at that. Pretty nice. Is that a dungeon? No, it's just a boulder. You know, you just see that kind of cobble with moss and think, dungeon. But alas. Is that just a stone? I think that was just a stone. Yeah. More of these guys. I love it round here. That's some food down there. Onions. Excellent. Is that flax? Jute. Oh, that is good stuff. Oh man, jute's like the stuff. What's that? What that is? 8 onions, onion seeds. Come on, man, this is the stuff. Where's the more jute? How much jute did I get? Only 4 seeds. 10 pieces though. I think you need like 20 or 30 pieces to make a bed, no? Yeah, that's not a thing. Nah, man. Not on hardcore. I'm not going down like that. Okay, so we have a rainy day. Pretty nice. What is our sense of direction here? I think it's like that way. To go back to the river. So I think I can... I just want to explore inside this water here. Oh, that was close. Any copper down here? Any coppery gravel? Doesn't look like it. That was nearly death though. That was nearly like just a very hilarious fall damage mistake. Right on time. Right on cue there. I should have maybe got some water from that when I was just in it. Never mind. I did see 2 bits of exposed copper though down the river, didn't I, actually? I think I'm being dumb because I did see only 2 bits, but nevertheless 2 bits, which would suggest there's at least some kind of vein there. Like it might not be a big vein. We need to get back over this way to get back to the river. Here we are. So this is where the river ends up. Are you serious? That is one dramatic. Oh, look at the jumping cliff and everything. There's got to be some copper down here. There's so much gravel. There's got to be some coppery gravel. I mean, I don't want diamonds down there again, or emeralds or something. Thank you. Just got a little heal there. What's that? Is it anything of significance? I think it's seaweed. I think we can eat it. I remember I used to eat a lot of seaweed actually in Terrafirmacraft Reloaded. It wasn't a bad one. More diamonds there poking out. I think we saw those yesterday perhaps. Right, I think we need to get out of the water. Okay, we're in an awkward spot here. But now that I remember that there was actually a couple of exposed bits of copper, I think it was copper, that was exposed down the river in the opposite direction. We should probably just go get those. Nothing. Nothing that resembles copper anywhere. Outrageous. How am I going to get out of here without having to... Here we go. Take a while, but it'll be worth it. Yay. Doesn't give you much hunger though compared to the carrots, for example. Okay, let's start heading back. The rains don't seem to stop the pit kilns, so I think we'll just do one, get our bronze pick, and then go and investigate the those two exposed bits down the way. So, with that in mind, oh yeah, we've got some onions and jute seeds to plant. Let's do that first. So I guess we need to look these up. Are the quickest ways to do this? Okay, that's good. That's good. And the other one is the onions. They need 90% hydration. That's crazy. Maximum 90% hydration. Okay, well I guess they can all just go along the back then. They're fine there. They're fine there. That one's good as well. Okay, so just have a little row at the back of onions. The jute was fine with 100% though. Just going to put it in like a Tetris S or whatever it is. Okay. We can do this. We want a vessel with one piece of cassiterite. Might as well just use up all those so we're kind of dealing with the same things. Just reduces our inventory a little bit. And that should be right. I'm going to check this in the book, I guess, like this, hopefully. No, it's not going to tell me that. So I need to go. Primitive alloys. Yeah, it's 10%. I just wanted to double check that hadn't changed. I would be very surprised if it had. Be a bit of a rug being pulled out from underneath me if it had, but right, so that's 10%. Yeah. So then that can go in there. And I guess we need to think of some other stuff to cook. These already have items in, don't they, I think? Yeah, so they're like early storage. I think for this, we'll take these things out now. Those are all empty. That one isn't empty, so we'll empty that one as well. Some stuff does need to come out of here to make way for a lot of this food. Eating our carrots at the moment. Yeah, that seems about right. And then we'll just put our remaining ores in with the food. For now, we'll get some clay out though. And I guess we're going to want to have these at some point. So let's make 2 of those. And let's make just 1 more vessel because why not? We'll do that. And then we'll do this. Just get that going. Why not? Lovely. Now it's time to sort out everything. So like we already have these, which is very good. Let's do more like that. So we're going to empty that, pop that in there, close that up. We want to make more of these sort of nicely packed vessels. Maybe one that's just got like all our mossy stones in. That's fine. And put that one down there. And then just check on some of these. So that's just that, that's fine. Okay, that's more of that. Yep, okay. So we can do another vessel full of straw at least and put it there. And then might as well do this one. And then that's all full. Now all these torches are about to go out. So let's light them back up. There we are. Okay. It's so jokes like having these diamonds just, and there's so many of them just right there. Anyway, I'm not even sure what we can actually do with them when we get to that point, which is the other funny thing. Somebody does a random thing. I mean, can I just, I can't grow that on there, but I can pop it on the floor. And then if we've got some loose stones, I think we'll keep that. Yeah, let's put the pan. Just, oh my god, that looks terrible on the floor. Let's keep the pan on us, it's a tool. We can see, yeah, all of our things are used up, that's fine. We want to make the pick, so we're going to get the pickaxe mold ready. It would be good to put the jute away somewhere, but like, yeah, all of these are full to the brim, right? Apart from that one, I think had some space, or one of these had some space for a little bit more straw. So like what we could do, no, let's not do that. If I try and put this down, it's going to put it one piece at a time. Yeah, that's just crazy. Nobody needs that. Our inventory's fine now though. We've got a few piles of stones, a few piles of sticks. We can make a container, like one of these spare containers can have sticks in it maybe, when we get to that. Let's make ourselves a spare shovel because we're going to need it in a moment. When we start mining, we're going to need quite a few shovels, I would imagine. I'll make 2. Right, let's do a stack here. When I say stack, I mean like this, like in our inventory, like a whole row of them. And then keep all these things together. That looks good for now. All of those go there. So then we'll pick this. When we do this, bang, everything's going to go into our bar, and we'll be able to find the one that's got the copper in it immediately. We've only got one thing to pour, so it's not like a big project. And you know, I might want to trade out. I'm going to keep the ores on me at the moment and put the jute and the flint away like that. That feels a bit more sensible. I would kind of keep the important stuff on us. Can you do like stick bundles or anything like that, like you used to be able to do different various stick related things? No, we don't need to eat right now. But yeah, we're going to get copper when this finishes. It shouldn't be too long from now. I wouldn't have thought I really want this to grow. I was just showing my kids Sky Factory the other day. They were like pretty blown away by it. I was like, no, it's like Minecraft, but you just start with one block. And they were like, how do we do it? Anyway, so I was showing them all the different things, so it just made me think of the old trying to get the trees to grow. Like that for now, but eventually the pickaxe will go in there. That's a more organised inventory. Cool, looking good. Alright, come on. Come along now. Trying to think where else there is to explore now. We know where the exposed copper is, so that's the main thing. There's the bronze. Oh yes, it's bronze, of course. And that is a proper... Oh, and it's solid. Wow, that cooled so quick. Is it the rain? Maybe they cool faster in the rain. Went to the Bronze Age, I think, before the Copper Age. So put... those there and there, maybe. Like that. This one... it's too hot to open still. Okay, so we'll leave those to it. We definitely don't need to carry all these sticks with us. And that straw can fit in the gap there. And go in there. Oh, come on, they're not that hot. Let's let them cool down. Sticks don't go in vessels. Okay, well, we'll just keep them on us and they'll just help us gather more copper. At the end of the day, we've only got that much cassiterite, so that's the number of tools we can make to just get ourselves set up. But the copper that we saw exposed is over there. So let's just go and see what we can do with a pickaxe and 4 stone shovels. Oh, we can see what this is as well. Saltpeter. Not sure I really know if that's useful to me at all. We'll take that many pieces, 6 pieces, and then we'll move on. The rain has stopped. That's rather pleasant. I didn't imagine it still. No, I can see it there in the basalt. There's a zombie there. Also, I'm not imagining. Right. Hopefully this reveals more than just a couple of exposed pieces here. Hopefully it is copper. Yes, it is copper. A poor piece, nonetheless, was gained. It's not just one piece though, surely not. Surely there's going to be more bits like around it and stuff. If we just start digging out the side of the mountain here, which will get us lots of basalt cobble, which will be nice for building with as well. But even just enough to get us the saw would be huge. So if you think about that, that's 15. We've got 40 there. We need to go up to 90. So, yeah, but it depends what other quality of the bits are that we get. There's the other bit. But you can't see any exposed like that, which is annoying. But it does suggest that there might be something going on. So now that's 30 plus 40 makes 70. So we only need like 20, like 2 more nuggets or like whatever. Now it was mining that killed us last time as well. So let us never forget this. Can we make an anvil? Basalt. Yeah, we could make a basalt anvil. So let's do that. There we go. We've got our piece of raw stone for an anvil. But come on, it can't just be like that the whole vein was supposed to be like where this river just carved it away. That would just be absolutely gutting if it was just those 2 bits. I mean, with nothing else exposed, it seems like our odds are rough, I suppose. Then this is all... No, this isn't all gravel. There's plenty of exposed stone here. Ouch. Is this really all this is going to... all the fruit this is going to bear? Surely there's more hidden, like just beneath the surface somewhere. There we go. You know, I'm going to need a couple of shovels. I think there's 2 things going against us, the river and the rock type change. So maybe like this vein was supposed to be in this basalt rock, and then the river chopped off half of it, and the other half's inside, like being chopped off by the rock type change. Perhaps that's the problem. It's still kind of fun just getting the basalt cobble, because basalt stone does look so good in TFC. It's great for building. But come on, I mean 2 pieces, man, that is disappointing. Flux, like limestone. So limestone makes flux. So that's also amazing. But we can't make the grinder thing until we have the chisel. Which we can't do until we have more copper. Just seems like there ain't much copper in this world. Maybe we'll get lucky just exposing the rock with the gravel, you know, save our pickaxe. I think this is a dud though, this location, unfortunately. Seems it, doesn't it? I think he's just really unlucky. We could explore a little bit further down the river, looking at the exposed basalt. More of a daytime activity, but we'll give it a go. Running back upstream the river like this to explore is a nice way of doing it, because we know we can just swim back unbelievably quickly. Not much exposed rock here, to be fair. Oh man, I thought those plants were copper. I really did. Even if we just found 2 nuggets on the floor, 2 nuggets would give us the saw, which would give us like a crafting table and all sorts of, like, a lot of progression. Classic TFC tunes again. Just having that impact. Man, those plants keep getting me. Okay. Well, apparently we're not lucky this time. That jute. I think it might have been jute. Like, if we can get a lot of jute early, it is very good. The bed, obviously, being an essential member of any Minecraft team. Minecraft object team. There's horses there. Hematite was not copper though. Come on, man, just give me like a couple pieces, just like little itty little bitties. Too curious to look at the gravel, to be honest. Wow. Okay, so one could do some exploring down there, alright. This looks incredibly promising. The question is how the fuck do we mine that? Give it to me. I don't have the inventory space for it, right? So I think I probably just lost it again. I can't see where it went. Okay, let me make inventory space first. This is very stupid. Oh, I did get it. Native basalt copper deposit. Yes. Jackpot. Right, so let's sort out our inventory a bit here then. And just do another set of loose basalt there. We've got that there. We can make a couple of gaps and to see how much of this we can now get. I wonder if it's possible for me to make myself an air pocket in there. Because wow, would that be good. With dirt we can't really. With raw stone we could. It'd be hard though. You can get a couple of pieces per dive. It's not too bad. There's a lot of it though. No! Oh, for God's sake. Don't tap. Swim. Okay. We have a rough system here. Probably just going to mine all of this, to be honest, because the more tools we get early on, the better. Like every little marginal gain in copper supplies is big. Does the torch trick work? No, the torches are all just being burnt out. They're just turning back into sticks and I'm getting ash. So I guess in a way it works. But no, not sustainably. See if I can get a third one. Took a slight little slap, but not too bad. Jack Rossman, yes, how you doing? Distant Horizons, oh yeah, that would be very cool. That would definitely cook my computer to a crisp, I'm pretty sure. But it'd be worth a try. When you get down here, the water isn't moving anymore. That's quite nice. I think we might have got it all. Is that everything? I think it might be everything. Yeah, looks like it. That was decent though. There's something else there as well. That's more gold, right? I won't go for that right now, but that's kind of interesting that it's there. Because if we found silver, that would be another route to more bronze. Wait, have I gone too far? I don't think so. If we're still in the basalt, we're still good to go, aren't we? Still just keep going. Is that where we were trying to mine it out? No. So we may even find another copper deposit here if we're eagle-eyed. This is where the basalt runs dry though. I guess I didn't need to mine at all, right? I could have just panned it directly out of the floor. That's what I did last time with the cassiterite. But this will make the panning a lot easier. So like if we stand somewhere here with where the water's still, then we can just... Boop. Okay. We did get a piece of gold there. Very nice. There's actually, we've probably got a bit much in our inventory for now. We probably want to go back up to the base first before we pan this. Or is it just always nuggets? Because if it's... Yeah, we don't actually have the room for a small native copper nugget. Raining again as well, I might add. We need to plant that. We need to take the ash back down. And we need to put these vessels that are just full of stone on the floor. Okay. I think that'll do. Yeah, and look at those potatoes that got supersized by the ash. So we'll supersize our other potato spots as well. We'll add on new jute seeds. Check how they're looking. They're all looking good. Okay, now we can stand in one of these spots, like I said. Get that there. Oh no, that was stupid. Okay, well. Yoink. Replant, not the end of the world. I didn't expect gravity to pull it into a... I didn't get anything there. I didn't expect gravity to put it onto farmland like that. Okay, we got something. Now here's the question, if these are here, Nice. That's what I was hoping it would do. Okay, this is the way to pan. Nowadays. We've got enough for the saw now, at least. Real struggle to find a proper vein, though. Work smart, not hard. My life motto, bruv. Only 3 pieces so far is bad luck, no. We're not getting any other bits, are we? It's just bad luck. Of a 50% chance. We started with over 20 of these. And so far we've had like 3 out of the first 10, or 4 out of the first 10. So 4 out of the first 10 isn't so bad, but we had more than 22, didn't we? Or was it about 22? We are definitely on the unlucky side. So far. I love how the pan seems to move in the opposite direction to the hands. Doesn't make a great amount of sense. I don't know how you do that. Anyway, how are you, the Grinch? What's up? What's fresh? What's happening? Okay, so if we get 2 more pieces from these 3, it'd be amazing, because then we'd have 2 more tools. Okay, we've got one more piece. One more piece would just be incredible. Yes, we got it. Okay, 11's a good amount. Because it goes with... Oh, we've got 1 more to do. It goes with the 7 we had already. It's a total now. So that's 120 units plus 30, that's 1500 units. Plus these 4 is 19. So not 1500, you know what I mean, 150. And then that's 190. With a couple of bits, with 180 and a couple of bits considerate, we can make 2 more tools. So that's grand. And maybe in this instance, you know what I might reach for? Not the chisel next, but the pro pick next. The pro pick and the saw will be my next 2, because the saw gives us wood, which is huge. We could also save the cassiterite and just make a purely copper tool, but I don't really see the point in doing that. We need to empty one of our vessels to do this. So probably might as well be one that's filled with hay, because we need that. And so it should have 2 pieces of cassiterite in, all the copper, and all but one of those pieces like that. We'll keep one of those out and we'll do that. So 1500 plus the 30 makes, so 150 plus the 30 makes 180. With the 2 more pieces makes it up to... But then we're going to have to pour both 2 tools. It has not been... It wasn't very easy, was it? The first time. So we poured 1 and then it pretty much... That was it. So I don't know how quickly we would be able to pour 2. But I guess we're just going to have to try. And I think we clearly need more vessels. Oh look, all our torches have gone out. That's not what you want to see of an evening in a spooky base. Those ones are fine. We don't have enough wood to get this going straight away either. But I think we're just going to make vessels here. For extra storage, we need it. Just need to get 4 bits of wood. Just chop down the nearest tree. There's more hickory. It is. Okay, well, that's fine. Needs must. On a day like today. Okay. Was that just filled with? It was. And this one? No, that's the mossy one. Okay, fine. It was at this one. Yeah. I'm thinking we can make these into actual blocks. Do the blocks fit in there? Oh, the blocks fit in there way more tightly. That's nice. So I can put that down there and keep this one for yeah, the gravel maybe. Another blocks. Now, this is going to be our first little anvil here. Probably want to save that to place when we know what we're doing. I suppose we only need to make double ingots of copper, don't we? That's the thing. So I think it probably can go next to the pit kilns here for now. Put our first anvil there. So while we wait, we can make a hammer. Now the question is, can we do this to get flux? Oh, we actually can. Right, well that's quite something. Let's take it all. And then with the hammer, can make our first anvil, put all that on there. Okay, so we are ready to start like actually trying to make a copper anvil when we find the copper. Now, when this comes out, I do think Propic's the one here because we've got a few places to investigate where we've seen traces. We need to learn more. And yeah, and I think we want the saw as well to just give us the progression of wood in the meantime. But the Propic's one I want to pull first. Let's just burn this shovel that's about to break anyway. And the fire starter. Don't really have space for them or the inclination. Like to keep them. There we go, do that. Put those two there. Like that. Yeah, I think we pour the Propic first, bizarrely. Not the way around I would usually opt to do that. Let's eat the onions. Potatoes keep for extremely long time. Have a tiny bit of protein from something. The fish we ate. Yeah, if we could just regularly catch fish, that would improve our diet somewhat, wouldn't it? Probably by quite a way. Alright, well, I'm just... Oh, the rain stopped. That's good, because I was feeling suspicious that the rain had contributed to the fast cooling of the bronze, although I'm sure it's just because it's bronze. But now the rain stopped, we can just concentrate. As soon as this goes, it's just going to be like, bang, grab it. Yeah, we can stand like this, we can just see straight in, straight away. God, you gotta love TFC though. The feels of like spending this much time just getting your first pickaxe and first tools is so good. I remember first discovering this and being like the first few playthroughs of TFC I did, being absolutely blown away by it. Come on. I'm impatient. Go on, go on, go on, go on. Yeah, it did it. We did too. It seemed to say that it was solid. So maybe I missaw that then, like before. Maybe it's the stuff that's being poured into the mold is coming out solid because it's cooling immediately as it's hitting the mold or something. Right. Anyway, this is the feeling of progress. And these are all empty vessels as well, which is very nice. All of our other vessels are full, I believe. But we now have 4 empty ones to mess with. Got our onions to eat. Everything's looking pretty good, I'd say. So now we want to visit all the locations where we've seen copper ore on the surface and pro-pick those locations. Now I haven't used a prospecting pick in a while. Let's see what the... Are we going to get any sort of prospecting page? Yeah, okay. At least 15 blocks. So it seems to just work in the old system. It always was. Which means that I think the markers... I mean, I guess we can just... Just heard a zombie. Over here is where we put the torch on the stone, wasn't it? And over there on that mountain cliff was the other place. Yeah, okay, so. So it may just be very deep underground here. Is usually what that indicates. It's at least 15 blocks down. So. Trace the saltpeter down there. Not what I'm interested in remotely. This is more jute. Oh, it's more jute. It's quite a lot of it. Finding all this jute is actually very good. We need to look up jute and see now if we're ready nearly to start making cloth and making a bed. Which is why I would usually be rushing to get a bed. Just so I can just be like, spawn is set, now if I die it doesn't matter. So anyway, we're going to come and try prospecting over here, where we found the malachite before. Lovely. A very large sample right there. That's... Oh look, here's some exposed. It's just exposed here. Okay, well we put into the prospecting pick, and we needn't have. But this is good news. I'm very pleased to see this because we're going to get loads of copper now. Go back, we can make all the rest of our tools, and maybe start building a house at that point. To be honest. Oh, look at this, dreamy. All right. Well, I believe the phrase that springs to mind is game on. What type of stone is this we've got here? Is this going to be limestone? Yes. So this is also flexible. So this whole mining location is fairly ideal, really. Being able to get flux from the stone, which is often a very big sort of byproduct of any mining in TFC. I guess we want to make all these copper tools and have enough copper to make the copper anvil at least. We won't have enough. We don't have the cassiterite because we haven't found the proper vein of that. So, but we can get really nicely into the copper anvil world and all that stuff. There's so much of it here. Isn't this a peach? This does feel like the ultimate challenge though, and I know I die in lots of silly ways and we always get to a certain point. There was one Poetica hardcore run where I remember we never died in the end. We got into the sort of Iron Age and it was about to about to start doing steel. And then I just think for whatever reason we never played it. We never actually lost that run. Which is quite amazing. But this time I want to get like fully into steel, and I haven't played TFC in so long that every part of this feels so exciting. And the idea of doing it with no map and in hardcore, like if we could do it and get one of those ingot rooms, probably not as rowdy as the one in Reloaded, because by the end we were just going crazy with like immersive engineering shit, like getting tons of ore. But like to do like an impressive fully vanilla TFC like hardcore run and get that ingot vault going, that is the vision here. I think we can do it. And this is certainly a big step in the right direction. Finding this here. And the fact that we've got flux on the stone already. You know, we need to find quite a few more ores, really. But those come in time. We've got our work cut out for us at the base now, like with a full set of bronze tools, and then it'll be like, yeah, making the copper anvil. We should be able to find the cassiterite vein by then, or, you know, gold, silver, bismuth, sphalerite, all of those characters we know and love. Now, I know that there are supports, but honestly I don't trust it. I'm just not going to do any mining with stone above my head, because I think we'll die. So I'm just not going to do that. Which is going to make mining slow, but we're basically just going to quarry. We're going to quarry everything. I feel like it is the only way. Let's do some of these. He's fine. Are we still like very large right now? Yeah, I mean, I suppose we're right next to it. But yeah, we want to shave off that next layer up there, obviously. So yeah, we're just going to do this safely. Come up here. We'll shave the layer. Like I say, the limestone is no bad thing at this point anyway. Did you ever test Distant Horizon with this mod setup? No, I haven't actually. I could easily test it. I mean, it could be fun. Like, and to give this a little bit of a another zhuzh up visually would be to add shaders to this playthrough, which would be quite fun, I think. If we're going for the ultra realism. I mean, is like Distant Horizons, is that technically a shader in itself rather than a mod? I wonder how it works. It's probably a bit of both, I would wager. Do another layer. Take this bit off from down here. See what it reveals. We weren't perfectly safe there, were we? Must be said. I think there are bears as well, and wolves and things. We do. There could just be a random accidental death while exploring. So we're gonna have to be really cautious, I think, and quite like sensible, which is just not how I do things normally. That's not quite full. I didn't really look. How much rich are we getting here? Let's just do that whole stack of sticks, I think. Because like, just the odd like scraps that we're seeing here. And if we take them all out, oops, I need to put a torch there. It's almost more coming in this direction. Oh, that's wanting to cave in. I suppose there's a few. If we stand back here, we're perfectly safe, I think. Oh, of course there's one down there to tempt me. Don't tempt me, Frodo. Wow. So now we can't see any more pieces. Still very large though. So we're not even at the center yet, probably. It's probably like down in there somewhere. Let's see what we've got at this point. Only one rich piece so far, and all of that, only one rich piece. So I would wager that this is a poor vein, because it's almost all poor. So maybe they, yeah, maybe they do still have different types of veins, but they just give you a little bit of other things. In 1.19 plus it works 5 shaders. Okay, so we're in 1.20 or something, or 21 or something like that, so. I mean, this is probably going to be enough to get us all the tools we want, at least, but I don't think it's enough for the anvil. But why don't we just go back now to get the tools? I mean, we know. I think we're going to remember this spot. The foot of the mountain over here, where we first found the first actual nuggets that we found on the floor as well. It's pretty much just a diagonal walk from our base. See the torches of our base there already. And yeah, we should be able to just work out how many more tools there are. I don't know if we're going to be able to pour them all in one go, but we'll see what we can do. Let's go and have a look. Should have probably chopped down another tree while I was over there. I don't have the. Let's sort out the inventory thing first. Oh, and the jute seeds need planting. And this is a gooseberry bush. I guess we'll guess there. It looks like the gooseberries are up there. Oh, I just destroyed it anyway. Clever. Very clever. Right. Here's something. Yeah, fuck it, let's just do it. Oops. Right. Put this in here somewhere. I don't know, I don't like it directly opposite the fire. That looks dangerous. Somehow. Maybe we should just have it up here. Okay. Now. A couple of those going. Just have one double chest like in here for like a bit more mass storage. So we've got that there. It's weird having the fire right next to it. Presumably I can pick this up. With its contents. So let's do that. And put this guy in there, because we can still presumably open it from in there. We've got 27 jute in total now. That definitely needs looking into. That is good. And we do need to drink. So let's just go do that. Let's take this really slow. I could put the bronze on to cook before I come down here, but I'm just going to get these. Just yeah, take it easy. And also, getting these planted sooner rather than later is also important. Just goes all, it wraps around the potatoes. Just check they're all happy. Good, okay. Oh yeah, we can eat both of these. And we need a drink. Okay. So now let's start working out what we're cooking next. Chesting crafting tables, how home feels, isn't it? It's a vibe. It is a vibe. So let's use the chest. Just for some brief help here. We'll keep those actually. Just make one single chest. Alright, for now those over here. Look, we look dark back here. Something could spawn. Pretty sure. Maybe it's too close to us if we're hanging out here. Okay, so let's do some maths here. Oh yeah, right, so we need to empty these vessels. That was the point, is that we don't have a vessel to build it in. Oh, I've got an idea. This is all limestone, isn't it? Whoops. We'll just have a little chest out here as well, which will just be for limestone or flux or whatever. We can just leave that in there for now. Okay, now they're all empty. Give us all of our ores back. Not you, you're not that useful. So we can make 9 more tools, but we only need to make 5 more tools. This is what we sort of wanted, we're aiming for. So we've got the shovel, the hammer, the axe, the chisel, and the scythe. So yes to all of these, man. These are cool. I'll just put them here for now. So that means we need 5 of these, and then we need to make 450 copper. That's right. It'd be cool if we could use this, but it's just a 10. And the pores are all at, like, so that's a 10. The pore stuff is all at 15, isn't it? It's 35, but these are all 15s. We've got a tiny number of normals, which are 25s, aren't they? Yeah. And there's your 35. So to get to 450, these are 240 each. So 2 of those stacks is 480. So then you just take 2 off. Because that's 210 plus 240 is 450. 450. And 5. And that should get us... I'm not going mad, am I? No, that's right. That's it. And it's like pretty basic maths, but like when you mess it up, it's such a costly error that I always just like think it through like a few times just to make sure you're not doing one of those funny moments where, you know, things get a little bit confused. So that's cool that we've got 4 ingots already that we could make. So we could make 2 double ingots. We're like a way into the bronze anvil, but for now let's pop these here. All the rest of this ore could go in here, probably makes the most sense. And then now that we've got chests, take all the stuff that isn't food out of there. And we'll make, I think the main thing we probably want is like ingot molds now, these guys. So we'll make more of them. And we'll make a spare water jug. Okay. We need to go get a tree, don't we? And we can discuss what the priority order is. Like which tools we want to pour first. We may just have to cook them again. There we go. I think as long as we at least replant every tree we chop down, we should be alright around here. That was 8. Surely we got more than 8 from a big tree like that. 10. Just 10. Come on. Just clock those. More mushrooms. This looks interesting. Can I chop them both down in one go? Not with this axe with no durability left. Come on. Nope. Okay. I think is that might be a willow tree. Anyway, we've got plenty of wood now, which is good. I think it was this way, wasn't it? I've kind of lost my sense of direction just a little bit. Quite a lot. I've lost my sense of direction. How have I done that? It's over here. Yeah. Just like, for a minute there, I was just like, where am I? You can just go on the floor there. Yeah, we'll do these. New one of these guys. Okay, so we need to be ready for this when it happens, because it would be sweet if we could pull them all. So we'll make a wood pile here. Maybe we won't. It looks rather close to the fire. Pile up our wood down here. Okay, so when this happens, what order are we going to do these in? Chisel first. It's easily the most useful. Axe second. Scythe third. Hammer fourth, and then the shovel last. I think that's my list of priority. But I mean, we'll just cook it. We'll just cook it again if it solidifies before we've poured all 5. But this will be a good experiment in how much we can actually do in one go. And we can make a hammer in the meantime while we wait. Smash a load of that. Do it again. Why not? Well, in fact, here's an idea. Let's take that one out, put a perfect hammer in there, and then just rinse this one doing it. Perfect. Okay, so now that's looking really good and healthy, and there's loads more in there. We could actually just make some spare hammers to just go in the chest. I don't know if hammers, probably tools don't go in chests, do they? Big ones, no. The knife can there, but I wouldn't expect the hammer to go in the chest. I need my inventory kind of ready for when I grab all this stuff, but I think I've got a little bit of time just yet. I'm a bit hungry as well. Some potatoes. So now these 2 hammers can just go on the floor at least. That's one way of storing tools. And then a couple of spuds for dinner. That's it. Doodle-doo-doo. And now let's start getting this inventory ready. We just need the 4 spaces, I suppose, just so we can as quickly as possible open the thing. This is the classic early game diet. Used to find more fruit, I think. Yes, Laminator, how are you? Perma-life. Yeah, that's my style. If only. I aspire to perma-life. Okay. Yeah, they call me the BG. Because I'm staying alive. Come on, man. I'm ready. I must admit, I do like this vibe though, just living in the cave with the diamonds. And if you get that, what the Bee Gees reference. RL Craft. I would be up for trying that again. It was a few years ago, wasn't it, when we tried it? Yeah, I'd definitely be up for trying that again. Do you know, has it been improved much over the last few years? Like, what would you say to someone who played it like maybe 2 years ago? Minecraft made me realise I was playing baby Minecraft. I feel like that's what TFC did to me. I know RL Craft is another level to TFC. The lichen mobs, or is that right? I don't know what those are, but are they like the... Oh, I did the wrong one first. That's hilarious. That's saying yellow white though. Just gotta be fast here. It's going. Still yellow there. Go on. See if we can get 5 tools done in one go. It'd be amazing. Come on, look at that. Beautiful. Yes, that's progress. That is most excellent. Give me all them tools. Oh. Alright, let's get this inventory sorted now. That is a big upgrade. And can't these go... They only stack 2 and 2. It's not a temperature thing. They all seem to be cooled. I can't stack more than 2. And I swear the empty ones used to stack to 16, didn't they? Shoots fire. Oh wow. Yeah. I do remember there being like dragons and all sorts of mad shit. Like, it was pretty rowdy. Put those down. The vessel now. Do a couple of these. And then those don't stack either. Wow, so many things don't stack. These two can be combined, right? No? I swear I did that with a different tool the other day. So those two are still stone, that's fine. But what we have now is quite a nice weapon as well in the axe. Do we have that? That. Hammer can live up there with the... So they don't need to be on the bar. That one's good on the bar though. As is that one. Those guys can live over there. Or they live under there. Feeling good. Feeling very, very good. Drop them both in water. Oh, there we go, look. Now they can stack. So yeah, just putting them on the floor and picking them back up again did it. Okay, so now we can go and get like the grindstones and we can get all sorts of things. But you know what we can really do? So we can build a house. Oh, this is why it disoriented me. Innit? Do you know why I got disoriented when I was coming back before? Because I planted this tree. That's right, it wasn't here before. So when I turned around and looked back and I saw the tree, I was like, oh, that's not where I live. There wasn't a tree there. I only just realised that. Just looking up here, there's a tree. So this is great, because I was just going to say, we should just chop wood and build a house now. This doesn't need to be a particularly complicated house. I'm also kind of enjoying just living the way we are. I think we sort of need like a better forging area. I mean, this could become the forging area, I suppose. I want to ideally get more saplings from a tree than this. Well, that was one, wasn't it? It's up there. Okay, well there's one. I'll take one. Just give me the wood. Rain. Standard procedure. We need to go fill up our water as well. And I want to look into jute. For now, we'll just replant that exactly where it was. I thought that was a nice place for it. And yeah, I kind of want to build just a small house up here. Our copper mine is over there. That's also another thing we could now do, is go properly copper mining and get lots of chiseled wood, like stone and stuff as well. All of those bushes may have to be moved, because this is like the obvious place for the stairs to come down. Unless they come down this way. I think somehow around the outside feels nicer. Let's look at jute. Sewing table. Need leather for that. Whoa, there's like a whole mechanic for sewing things. Armor trims. Wow. Okay, no, that's not what I was thinking of. But if we go into this index and type in jute. Just crops them. So my memory is you soak it. Do we need to make a barrel? I believe so. So let's do that. Let's get the jute out and just see if we can start processing it. You need to make a loom, I think, as well. Kind of do want to bring all my wood out here. Seems a bit stupid having it all in the cave. Same goes for this chest, but I think for now it's fine. And the food, yeah, it's kind of okay. Yeah. So let's get barrel down on the floor somewhere. Up here maybe. That's filling with water now already. Didn't add much. Have a drink of that. So this will fill with water, and I guess once it's filled, but I could just run down to the thing. I need to go and run down there anyway to fill up my water jugs. We can just fill it directly. Full of water, we're exhausted, that's fine. Okay, crops all look like they're doing pretty well, Now, this means we put this down here, open it up, and we put the jute in and we close it. Jute fiber. I think that's what we want. I think that's a good thing. And jute fiber, then we work on a loom, which I seem to recall you make like... We need more, probably. Oh yeah, maybe we should... Because we can make tannin as well, right? With the hickory logs, I think. Screw it, let's not worry about it too much for now. Put the spare water somewhere there. We don't want to get struck by lightning. That would be a bad way to go in a hardcore playthrough, wouldn't it? So we want to try and avoid that. So I don't know if we should go indoors for a bit. We have a nice amount of grain that we could start feeding an animal. I believe they just eat it raw like that. And they like it. Bruv. I think the lightning just struck like directly outside. So I think with that jute I should be able to make a bed already, yeah. Which means we'll be able to sleep the storms and stuff. Once the jute becomes jute fibers, but we need to make the... Oh, that was the thing I was about to make, the loom. Isn't it like that, or like that, or like that? There we go. Right, so we've got a little jute processing area. There is the option to think about leather, but honestly, we don't have any leather to process right now. We haven't killed any animals. I don't particularly want to go fighting anyone, so we might just sort of wait for leather for a bit and maybe try and get it from animal husbandry anyway, rather than out hunting. Like, I'm wondering if we get those 2 mules over here with the grain and see if we can create a little like animal pen already. It would be a really cool thing to have early on, wouldn't it? I mean, the lightning is definitely messing with me right now though. Probably want the animals down there. So we'd want to make lots and lots of fences. Let's do that now. Feels like a good thing to do. We've got the tools, we're all set up. We can just sort of take stock of our scenario now. What we actually want to do. I think we could make a crafting bench to go inside here as well. I think that would be useful. And yeah, I mean, let's look at these textures. That one's pretty rowdy, to be honest. That one's quite nice. The hickory. The maple's also nice. I think the maple is what I want. I think the maple gives me the vibe, which is annoying because I've got lots of sycamore, obviously, but we might have to go out chopping maple trees down when this storm passes, of course. For now, how much maple can we make? And like, how do you make the fences? Is it like, do you remember how to do it? That supports. I think if it's just like this, fences. Okay, so wow, yeah, we're gonna need loads. And then do you make the gates in the same way like in Minecraft, just like reversed in it? Interestingly, no. Is it like that? Also interestingly, no. Is it like that? No. Is it like that? It's something like this, isn't it? Oh, it used to be. I don't know. Oh man, we need gates. Cheeky Google. Ah, right. It's with like blocks. You have planks either side and 2 blocks in the middle. Or like, sorry, so planks in the middle and lumber on the outside is what I mean. According to a quick Google. God, I really want this storm to just end. Are these processed? No, they're not. When does it say there will be? Or is that... That's when they were jarred or whatever. Yeah, because it's after that now on the... I'm just so scared I get struck by lightning and the run is over. So yeah, if we have a bed then we can sleep through storms. That is really good. But we're basically going to have to go and get... I mean, do we not have any saplings yet? I've just been planting. Every sapling I've picked up, I've planted, haven't I? Around. We've got like those planted, another one planted there. Sycamores take a long time to grow. I think that's what we're... Oh, not the sycamore, sorry, the sequoias. The sycamore grew much quicker. The sequoia's been there for as long as that original one. We'll keep this on us. Okay, cool, that's all working. The lightning seems to have stopped. Famous last words, of course. But maybe we'll head out and do some wood chopping. Need to find me some maple. Looks like it ain't it. Except that it is it. Well, isn't that lovely? Okay, so let's do this properly. Come on, don't be mean. Give us loads of saplings. Give us exactly 0 saplings. Oh, we got 1. But from like 2 trees worth. I mean, admittedly, their leaves are overlapping, I suppose. So they're both a bit short. Is that working? I don't think so. Okay. Whoops. Yay, got another one. End up with 2. Okay, nice. I'll take that. That's my little additions there. We didn't get a 3rd sapling there anywhere, just cheekily in that little time then. No. What I will do though is I'll plant these a bit further away from one another this time. So that they hopefully don't have overlapping leaves. Is this the same? It's terrible than I just looked. No, it's different. You know, I'm running around at night time like this is sketchy. Oh my god, this really is sketchy. Like right next to a cave. Taking damage. Yeah, this is my kind of vibe. There we go. Not bad, not bad. Two saplings from this one tree this time. 3. Okay, I think what we're actually going to do is start like a dedicated tree farming area here, because this stuff is important. So we're going to take these 2 saplings back actually that we already planted over here. There's a zombie. I kind of want to go for the kill. Missed the crit there. Okay. So where was that other sapling that we planted? I planted one like there. So we've got 5 of them. And I've got quite a lot of logs here to make probably a decent enough animal pen. Could go look for another tree. Maybe another 1 or 2. Just be a bit more thorough. That's not it. Oh, there's lots more grain here as well. Oh, but this is where the zombies are coming from. Getting the XP is kind of fun, even though it clearly means nothing. There we go. I just wanted to gather a little bit more space in my inventory to take all of this grain. Because if we're about to try and keep animals, we're going to want a lot of it. So might as well grab it when it's just literally being gifted to us like that. Then let's get away from that hole. This is another maple tree, I think. Yeah, it is, yeah. Right, finally the rain stopped. Blimey. That was quite epic. Amounts of rain. 9 saplings now. 6 oat seeds to plant as well. Lots of sticks to put back. And yeah, a good amount of wood. Need to sort of flatten off a very large area to farm trees, right? And maybe like the field out the back over here. Maybe this is a good option for a tree farming area here. If we could sort of clear a big space there. I can sort of do it one strip at a time. That looks like a maple tree over there. Anyway, we need to sort out the sticks in our inventory first. For now, I think a load of sticks can just go in here. Whenever we go out scything. That's really good though. They've got 9 saplings out of that little batch. Right, there's clay down there as well. Okay. Still feels like the right place if we're going to have like these brambles all going along. Can I eat from any of these like yet? I'm guessing they're going to bear fruits at some point. And hopefully all connect along. But I just thought this meadow just looks really nice. Like if we just sort of put like something around the top of it, you know. Kind of needs flattening though. Unless the animals went down here. Options. I mean, for the mules in the first instance, they could even be up here maybe. Anyway, some trees and things growing here. I mean, what's going on in here? How dark and scary is it in here? hear a spider. Yeah, it's just a sort of system of caves just below the surface. Well, there we go. One of our jugs just broke. Which I had been slightly anticipating. Yeah, we've got those to plant. Oh look, this is finished. Can I work this on the loom? Go on. You know what I think is going wrong here? I think we're off by one piece, no? Oh no, wait, no, we're going to be off by a few more. We still need more jute. Because that used up 12 pieces, no? It's going to leave us with 3, yeah. I haven't seen a bear in a while. Don't remind me. Okay, so we'll put the 3 bits we've got there. And yeah, we need another 9. Yes, safe. This is terrafirmacraft, so it's like Minecraft with much more like grind, basically. But yeah, loads more like realism as well. More of a sort of hardcore survival experience. So let's go plant these seeds. I need to eat something as well, which I might grab some food before we go. I guess we want to get those seeds. Oh wow, is this? Are we down to just eating grain? I might look for seaweed in the river then instead, I guess. I don't really want to eat the raw grain. The raw grain just basically gives you no, until we can actually cook it. It like fills up your hunger bar so you don't starve, but you get no nutrients, so our health will be super low. So what's this? Oat. I think these were oat. Let's just have a look. Yeah, okay, they're not that sensitive to hydrate. I mean, I'm struggling to tell when these are done as well, all these new crops. I think this might have been oat over here. Yeah, they do look similar, don't they? It's all a bit like just piled on top of each other for this first season, but that's fine. Whatever we can get out of it, we can get out of it. That's good. Oh yeah, I was going to look for seaweed. It's the one that had... Oh, hello. That's the kind of thing you can eat. This one with the red on it. Fish is also very tempting. Did I get nothing from that one? Is it like a chance? I know I did get some. Maybe if I cooked that seaweed as well, that might... It said fresh seaweed. I think if we put it on the fire, we might get a bit more out of it. So let's try and get a fish, to be fair. That would be very satisfying. And it would be protein food group as well. Yeah, get wrecked. Yeah, get wrecked. Oh, yes, get wrecked. I'm dying there. I nearly drowned myself, but I caught 3 fish. Let's go and cook them. And not, like, mess around in the water for a bit while we heal. No sign of any berries. It will burn the sycamore. There you go. Should be able to save that log there as well. Excellent. Okay, so we've got 3 cooked fish. And I'm going to eat them. Nice little boost to healing as well. Nice little boost to maximum health as well. Food is becoming more problematic than I thought it would be. Let's not do anything too complicated then for this initial farming of the maple trees here. Hello, that's food. But we need some stones now. I'm not carrying any sticks on me. So silly. Is this a fruit tree? I think it is. Am I going to be able to find these plants again? They're just there. We should at least keep a stack there. You just made a ball change colour. Nice. Tell me more. I think it's over here. More potatoes. Excellent. Just something to eat, man. I just need something to eat until my first crops come through. That's good there were so many there. Oh, some onions as well. Okay. It's not going to be too precise at this point. But we are just going to clear a little bit of a runway. For us to actually plant the saplings on. I hear another zombie, but I assume it's from below the surface. That's like a fruit tree or something growing there. Should be enough distance. Okay. So that's all of those maple saplings planted. Which is pretty cool. Get rid of any nonsense that we don't need on us. Shader craft, nice. Are you doing that the tutorial series? Boop, 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 boop. Right. We're getting pretty nicely set up now, has to be said. We could start emptying some of those into here as well to kind of be a bit more organised. Limestone can definitely stay out here. I'm just refilling the jug from the barrel. I forgot you could do that. Yeah, no, I'll definitely do it. Yeah, when things start to slot into place like that, it's nice, isn't it? When you're just like clocking like how something, like what the things you're doing actually mean. All that malarkey. Let's put these down there and there. So that's kind of what we're making there. Don't know if we're going to use this pan ever again, to be honest. So that might actually legitimately just be able to go there. It just looks ridiculous, though, doesn't it? Put it there. Like we're gonna totally forget that we've put that there. Does look ridiculous. Maybe it's best to just go in the chest. A couple of knives. Cut the grain. That's more straw. Got a second batch of oat. 1 year 4 months, 1 year 8 months. That's mad. Anyway, this is kind of like a bit of a good point to probably knock it on the head. It's midnight. And we could plant these seeds just before we go. Although I don't know if we've even got room for them. I might just put these spare seeds in here, you know. I mean, is that there, which I think is what we've been farming on anyway. Let's put potatoes in there and shut the lid, and we'll eat the onions for now. Got 5 months on those. They're not going to last 5 months. But if we could just kill a few more fish, we would have much higher health. Yeah, man, I'm definitely up for doing the GB jam. I'm going away with Becky though for the weekend, but that's fine. I think it starts on Friday and it goes for 10 days, so I'll be back Monday anyway. So if we spend the weekend coming up with ideas, yeah, I can get to programming for Monday. So the weekend we can just brainstorm, maybe start on some art or whatever. And then I'll be fully in from Monday. But that's cool. It normally takes a couple of days of just like chatting about ideas and working shit out, doesn't it? So, but yeah, I'm excited. I like the GB one. It's good. Now, yeah, I think this is fine. I think we're gonna log out now. I think we're gonna knock the stream on the head. Yeah. If you're still about, Pete, and you can show me some of the shader stuff now if you want. I'll drop you a message anyway. That guy's gone out. And that guy. Okay, looking good. Yeah, bless. Alright, another successful day in hardcore terrafirmacraft. We did it. And yeah, like all of these bronze tools is a really nice spot to be in. And actually the bronze hammer, oh yeah, this is a thing. The bronze hammer should go on the anvil. And we just have the stone one on us. Because all we need the one that's on us for is like to back up the chisel. But this one actually is going to get its durability used when we start making double ingots. And I guess that is the next thing. How many? We need 14 ingots of copper. How many have we got? Right, basically 2, 4, 4 and a bit. Probably 5, like 7. Yeah, like so. We're like halfway. We need 14 ingots to get that anvil. We're like halfway there. So we need to go out and just mine more copper next time. So that's probably what we'll be doing. It's just going to be a mining session next time. And oh yeah, maybe setting up some animals down here. And pathways, and we can build a house. There's like tons to do. I really want these to grow. Oh man, if we can get a 2x2 sequoia tree, that'd be the nuts. Right, okay, cool. Peace everyone. I'm going to stream some more of this tomorrow. But yeah, my hand, man. I spend too much time with a mouse in my hand, I think. Alright, boom. Peace out, guys. Catch you next time. Safe.